Hi guys. Look, I've figured out where the actual camera is on my computer. I'm going to admit it. I didn't know where it was, and it's actually at the top of my computer. Um, yeah. So let's try a reading. It's taken me a while to figure that out. It's actually a hidden one that you actually pop up. I'm not too good with technology. Okay, so I'm going to do this reading out here. It was really nice and sunny. Now it's gone to cloudy and cold. I've got Missy licking my feet, and Maya's still here doing the reading with me. See? Say hi, Maya. Okay. Well, let's go. Let's see how this goes. I do realise when I hold the cards up. No, go. Both of you. I do realise when I hold the cards up, you're gonna have um. See, um, the word's gonna be back to front. I've got to figure that one out yet on the computer. Give me time, and hopefully I'll figure it out. Okay. So the first card you got in your reading is the Ace of Spires. Um, Look, to start your reading off, this means, um, look, it represents a powerful new breakthrough for you in your life, um, raw mental clarity, and the sharp birth of a new idea or truth. Okay. Um, this card means new beginnings. This sets the tone for a fresh start at the beginning of your reading, which is great. This fresh start is driven by intellect, um, communication, or decisive action rather than how do I put it? Yeah, rather than emotion is what I'll say. So, look, it's representing a new breakthrough for you, raw mental clarity, and the sharp birth of a new idea or truth. This fresh start is driven by intellect, communication, um, or decisive action. Is what I'm feeling. Yeah. Um, this card is yeah. Look, it's telling me there's a confusing situation in your life and it's about to clear up for you. I don't know. I can't tell what the situation is, but it is a confusing situation in your life and it's about to clear up for you. Okay. Um, Look, or you're going to get given, how do I put it? Trying to find the words again. Yeah, you, you're going to gain an insight or a flash of truth is what I'm getting. Yeah, an insight or a flash of truth, and it will be revealed to you. And as I look now, it's 4:44 on the clock. Okay, so you're going to get a flash of insight or a truth is going to be revealed to you from this card. As the ace in the suit of air, um, or it's the ace of spires, it's the ace of swords, it's the ace of air. Um, this card holds pure, undiluted energy. How do I put it? Representing the sheer power of a breakthrough, a major decision, or a really good plan ready to be put in motion. Um, Look, the mountain on this card, the mountain on the card, just there, represents your new path, and this new true path for you um, may have some overcoming, upcoming hurdles in it, is what the mountains are in front of you. So the mountains represent the hurdles that are upcoming in your life. But if you have a look at the end, no, my down, down, down. Well, computer nearly went. Let's see how we keep going. Sorry, guys. Maya says hi. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yep, the mountain represents your new path. Go away now. Go. Sit. You're outside. You've got acres and acres. Go away. Okay. So mountain here represents your new true path. You may have some upcoming hurdles that you are required and you may need the courage to face and jump over. Okay, we'll put you there. for now. I know it's not showing up very well. I'm going to have to figure that one out. But yeah, it's better than sitting in the lounge room and you get to look at a bit more view, not than just me. Okay. The next one you got, well, it's the Tower. Okay. This suggests to me that your sudden breakthrough in your life or realization will trigger a quick, real dramatic upheaval that completely shatters. It's going to shatter an unstable foundation in your life. Okay. The pure mental clarity you just received from the Ace of Spires. Just give me 2 seconds, because Missy has decided. Okay, we'll do this. Missy's decided to get herself caught, so we're going to uncatch her. Go, Miss, go, 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 go. Okay. Back again. Sorry, guys. Okay, now. And then along comes the other one. You think outside they just leave me alone and go and do their thing, but no, they don't. So anyway, back to the Tower. Look, this Tower is suggesting to me that your sudden breakthrough or realization it's going to trigger dramatic upheaval that completely shatters an unstable foundation in your life. The pure mental clarity you just received from the Ace of Spires is just this. See how there's a lightning bolt? It's taking your tower out. That's what this is. Okay, so the Ace of Spires, Ace of Air comes in and takes your tower out. Okay, literally, it's a lightning bolt striking your tower. This is suggesting to me. Oh, sorry, guys. This is suggesting to me that a truth you just realised has suddenly exposed a lie. Yep. An illusion or a weak structure you are relying on, causing it to fall apart. Okay, so this is, yeah, it's either a lie or an illusion or just a weak structure in your life you were relying on. Okay, has caused it all to fall apart. Okay, and that's the Tower in your life. Tower is that in your life. Okay. This Tower moment in your life really feels chaotic. I can feel it if you can hear it in my voice. But it only destroys what was built on a false foundation or a weak foundation. So whatever's getting destroyed in your life wasn't really meant to be there anyway. It was built around a weak foundation. It is a sudden, inevitable change for you. This is not a slow burn situation. It's not going to come on slowly. The clarity for you is going to be immediate. The shift in your reality, and even in your perspective, happens very quickly. Okay. Oh, need to get a more comfortable chair too outside, I think. Okay. So, look, this is clearing the path for you. Okay. Sorry about the stilted reading, but we'll get through it. Look, this is clearing the path for you. Once the dust settles from your tower situation in your life, you are left with the absolute truth. So you're going to come out with the truth that you never knew, and you're going to rebuild something genuinely solid. Okay, that's really, really beautiful. I'll put you here. Even though you can't see, I'm still. Okay, next. Okay, oh, you got these two together actually. Come on, baby girl. So you got the Four of Stones or the Four of Earth. Stuck behind that is the Seven of Stones or the Seven of Earth. This is showing me your direct, urgent reaction to the chaos of the Tower. Look, your immediate instinct Look, yep, it's what it's done. Your immediate instinct is to lock down and protect your resources, and question your long-term investments, is what this is telling me. Um, the Four of Stones is your immediate reaction. This is your immediate reaction, the Four of Stones. Um, it represents defensiveness, and a desire to for control. Not to control, for control. It means clinging to security. You're fearful of losing more. Um, you're you're gripping. Yeah, it's telling me you're gripping tightly to whatever wealth, stability, or status, even that you have left. Um, it's about risk aversion. This card is. Um, you're entering survival mode, closing yourself off, um, and refusing to take any new risks, is what this card is telling me. Um, bringing the Seven of Swords that's stuck to the back of it, it means you're stuck. So this represents the underlying subconscious anxiety of the situation, or the hidden motive that is driving your need to hoard and protect yourself and your assets and everything else. The Seven of Stones is a card of waiting, patience, and assessing your harvest. It asks, was all my hard work worth it, is what this card is. It's asking, was all my hard work worth it? Um, yeah, because it's stuck to the four, because it's stuck to the four, your fear of losing control stems from a deep exhaustion, is what this card is telling me. You are looking at the aftermath of the tower situation in your life. Um, you're feeling terrified that the years of your labour, or what your work and your patience, have just been wiped out, or actually even stalled. The Four of Stones, it's telling me you have panicked, you have locked your doors, basically, is what this card is saying, and are holding on to your remaining assets or emotional walls. Um, yeah, the walls that you have built, you're holding on to them for dear life. Okay. Um, Seven of Stones, stuck to the bat, tells me you're doing this because you're quietly exhausted, assessing the damage. Um, assessing the damage to your long-term plans, and you're wondering how to salvage them. Um, or I'll put it in this, you're wondering how to salvage your crops, so to speak, because you have spent so long planting them. You've been so long planting your seeds to your future. You're wondering how long it's going to take to actually recoup and salvage everything of your life. Okay, so we'll put that one there. We've got two Four of Stones, and then seven of Stones. Then we've got the Ace of Tides. Wow, beautiful card for you at this time. Ace of Tides, this is bringing a huge shift into your energy. It really is. Yeah, not, it's a big shift, and it's emotion, it's water. Um, this is marking an emotional resolution for you in this stage of your reading. The gridlock breaks for you. The anxiety clears, and a flood of fresh healing actually enters your life. Okay, that's cool. Look, you have moved from you've moved from your tower moment. I'll just say it. Yeah, you've moved from your tower moment um, into your actual look. This stones is really heavy energy. It's earth energy. It's grounded. It's heavy power energy. Okay, and you've sort of moved from that energy into an emotional, basically, revolution. Um, the gridlock breaks for you. The anxiety clears, and a flood of fresh healing energy enters your life. You have moved away from the heavy energy of the earth, the stones. Um, into the fluid energy of the tides, which is the water. Beautiful. I love that, the tides, the analogy in this deck, because it's the most natural. It's got the 4 elements that make up the tarot. It's great. Yeah, the tides. So, look, it's basically telling you your emotional security and your the worry's over. I'll just say the worry's over. Your emotional security is being replaced by emotional renewal. This card is all about healing, forgiveness. This card, like arrives like a soothing wave, we'll say, a soothing wave to come and sort of soothe this all over, to wash away the residual trauma of the Tower moment in your life, stress and bitterness. This is indicating a brand new emotional beginning for you. This is beautiful. So we'll put you there. And the next one we got. Okay. Yeah. You got the ace, the 2 of Tides next to the Ace of Tides. Wow. 2 of Tides. This following the Ace of Tides is like the perfect continuation of the healing energy brought in by the Ace of Tides. Okay. Yeah. If the Ace, if the Ace of Tides was the internal flood of love and peace for you, we will say then the 2 is a manifestation of that love. Okay. So this is the actual reality of that love that's coming in from the Ace of Tides. Now it's the manifestation of it into your outer world. Yeah. Look, the 2 of Tides is bringing you deep connection and an alignment. This is a card of a profound mutual partnership, understanding, shared values. It indicates a bond built on giving and receiving. Now, look, I don't usually go into situations, but I'm feeling I have to suggest 2 different situations here. Look, this is bringing a deep connection for someone. Look, if the Tower moment, or the situation that crumbled or collapsed on you, involved another person, is what I say, involved another person. This card signifies a powerful reconciliation. It's actually really nice. Forgiveness and the rebuilding of trust on much healthier terms. Hey! You are going to wreck my table. Please get down. And don't take the cards with. Down! Gosh, my dog. No. Come on, baby. Enough now. Okay, let's keep going. Well, let's see if that table's going to stay and the computers can stay. And yeah, we're good to go. Okay, we'll keep going. Whew. So, look, I'll say this again. If the Tower moment in your life was a situation that crumbled and collapsed on you that involved another person, this card signifies a powerful reconciliation, forgiveness, and the rebuilding of trust on much healthier terms for you guys. Okay, that's really good. If you're single or focusing on your career path or your creativity, this is pointing to the arrival of a soulmate for you, or a soul partner, or a soul-aligned partner, or wherever you want to put it. A close confidant or a highly collaborative business relationship. It's something where you both just click, which is really wow. On a personal level, this is about inner balance. It shows, look, again, it's showing your head and your heart or your head, whichever way you want to put it, are in perfect negotiation with each other, which is beautiful. I'll put you next to that. Okay. Next one we got. Yeah. It's a beautiful card. You got three of tides. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 in a row. Look, wow. See? Ace of tides, 2 of tides, 3 of tides. I don't think I've ever seen this before in my readings for the public. Look, all I can say, look, first of all, I'm not going to say this is exclusive to, but because there's so much water here, you could be a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Look, this is huge. This card is celebration. This is a huge celebration in your reading. This card represents community, friendship, and the shared relief of making it through a difficult time together. Wow. You are surrounded by a soul tribe. This card is telling me you are surrounded by a soul tribe. Yeah, your loved ones, or loved ones that genuinely cheer for you. Okay, yeah, that genuinely cheer for you. I've got to say, loved ones that genuinely cheer for you, or you have a soul tribe and they surrounded you. Look, they cheer for your happiness. You do not have to carry the aftermath of this tower collapse alone, or live your life alone. Is what this card is saying. This is great. This is your celebration. This is your survival. This is literal. This is how can I put it? This is, without jumping out of my seat, this is literally the victory party for you. Look, your partners, your friends are looking back at the chaos of the past and are actually raising a glass for you, celebrating the fact that you survived and thrived. Wow, this is the emotional overflow for you. The Three of Tides brings an overflow of good vibes, laughter, and gratitude. And wow, that's so cool for your reading. And now the sun's out, you probably can't see. I can't because it's in my face, but beautiful. Oh, just fix my seat again. Now, let's go. Okay, ooh, back down to earth we come. Yeah, next card, you got the Three of Stones, the Three of Earth, and yeah, here comes Earth stepping in to ground you, which is okay. This card uses the joyful celebration of your community and channels it into a practical, grounded reality, which is beautiful as well. This is suggesting to me yeah, it's suggesting to me that you're fully transitioned into out of emotional healing and into the phase of rebuilding your life. This brings teamwork and collaboration for you. This card does. The soul tribe or soul partner, mate, or whatever it is that you have found, they are now rolling up their sleeves to help you build your new life. This card represents working seamlessly, working with others towards a shared goal. It's saying you are mastering. Sorry, I'm going to get this out of my throat. So much excitement in my throat. Okay, ooh, it's good. It's saying, it's, look, it's saying to me you are mastering. How do I put it? Yep, you're mastering your craft. It's as simple as that. Is what I've got. You're mastering your craft, your competence, and you are building something. Yeah, it's just telling me you're building something with lasting quality. You're doing quality. You're building quality in your life. You are no longer just surviving. You are actually expertly creating a foundation for yourself that is new and it is solid. Recognition and success. Look, your efforts are being noticed and valued, even if you don't think so. If this reading is related to you and your career, this is an excellent sign of successful projects, contracts, or promotions. This is for some of you guys, not all of you guys, but it is for some of you guys. Okay. What do we get? Okie dokie. Okie dokie, then pull up then. Yeah. No, look, the devil. You got the devil, second last card in your reading. This will bring a sharp, I will say it, a sharp twist to your reading, but not a bad one. Just as you successfully gathered your team and actually started building a great new foundation, the devil arrives for you. Look, this is like to warn you of a major trap, okay? Don't get stuck in it, okay? So it's either a major trap, obsession, toxic attachments, or falling back into old limiting habits. The ego often panics when things finally start to go well after a major life collapse, like what happened with the tower in your reading. The devil is here in your reading. Um, yeah, it's representing your urge to self-sabotage or run back to familiar toxic coping mechanisms because they feel safe to you and they, you thought they work for you, but they don't. The devil is warning you that you might be taking this rebuilding phase too far, maybe, becoming obsessed with money, status, control, or perfection. Um, there could be some toxic dynamics in your group because it directly follows the cards of partnership. Okay, directly follows the Three of Stones and the Three of Ties. Um, and teamwork. The devil can also be indicating to you that an unhealthy power dynamic, codependency, or hidden manipulation is creeping into your connections as well. Okay, um, you could feel like you're stuck, but you're not. You only feel it. Feel like it. This is like a shadow test for you in your reading, in your timeline. Okay, the devil is your final exam. It is testing you to see whether you truly learned from the toxic collapse in your life, or are you about to yeah, build the same exact tower, or are you about to build the same toxic tower all over again out of fear or greed? Okay, this card is not a punishment. It is a loud and clear message um, or warning. It's telling you, look, yeah, it's telling you to pause. Is what I'm getting. Pause, pause. You know the pause button. Pause, pause. It's telling you to pause. Look closely at where you are investing your energy. You got to pause. Look closely at where you're investing your energy. Um, ensure that you aren't trading. Yeah, it's saying don't trade your hard-won emotional freedom for temporary material security or a toxic relationship. Okay, so look, yeah, don't trade your hard-won and hard-earned emotional freedom for temporary material security or a toxic relationship. Is what the devil popped up to tell you. Okay, well, yes, Earth, King of Stones, Earth. Yep. Wow. Getting this as the last card in your reading is absolutely superb. This is a magnificent, triumphant, thumbs up resolution to your town situation. Um, I'm sorry, guys. By facing the shadow test of the devil, you did not succumb to it. Instead, you mastered it. Okay. Well, um, you, you're claiming the ultimate crown of material success with this card, I must say. Stability, security, and personal authority. You have evolved into someone who is completely unshakable. Okay. Um, this is the King of Stones. This is the King of Earth. You have built a kingdom that cannot be knocked down easily now after your tower moment, okay? Be assured you have built a kingdom that cannot be easily knocked down like your tower moment did. Look, the king represents healthy abundance. You own your resources, okay? They do not own you. You own your resources, they do not own you. You have broken the toxic chains of addiction, obsession, or codependency by grounding yourself in reality. You have become a wise provider. Wow. You've stepped into a role of leadership. You are now a steady, reliable anchor for others. Beautiful. Utilizing teamwork. You learned, so utilizing teamwork, you learn to nourish your community. You have everything that takes to build a secure, prosperous, and deeply fulfilling life. Wow, so this is beautiful. Yeah, that's great. I do have a song in my head, actually by Delta Goodrem. As soon as I sat down out here, it's beautiful. Yeah, I hope you like my readings. If you do, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll find the off button. And Maya says bye, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.